Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Detroit Lions.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
Here's the former Florida Gator, Eddie Pinheiro, to get us started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 74 yards. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, first and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined that.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
First down, San Francisco.
Now Purdy. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. Back to throw, Purdy. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Purdy will look to throw again here. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which has been more.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
George Kittle from 13 yards out. And the Niners respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Flush to his right. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Goff now looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first-drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. On the return is Kirk. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's Purdy. Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Purdy now to throw. The 20, 10, and he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Goff. Flushed out right. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and here's Gibbs. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 88 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
The 31-yard line.
Another run for Gibbs here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Drop for a loss there on a nice effort by Osa Odighizuwa. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Off play action. Here's Goff. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Here's Goff. That one behind his receiver and incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. This pass down the field for Gibbs. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Purdy looking to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And the 49er first down.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Lions' 29-yard line.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Throwing here, Purdy. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Gibbs straight ahead. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Purdy will set up to throw it here. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Niners 24, Lions 7.
Pinheiro now to kick this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And the round is on here in this first half.
Lions 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set. The 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
2nd and 9.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The final shot before break here. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? Now, I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Purdy. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Second down and goal. Purdy. Flush to his right. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Mike Evans from 8 yards out. And the 49ers have opened the lead up to 30.
Eddie
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 7.
Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together. as that brings up another fourth down.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Throwing to start the drive. Purdy. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. A quick throw completed by Purdy. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Niners are pouring it on. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Niners 45, Lions 7. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for San
Pinheiro now to
Francisco.
kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
In motion goes the tight end. Now it's gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Goff now to throw. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. Oh, able to avoid him. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Lions first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Again, Goff. A quick throw there is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. To throw is gone. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
A 10-yard gain.
4th down to give to Gibbs. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Looking to put a drive together. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 40-yard line.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. Powering his way forward. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
A gain of 15. And a 49er first down.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. McCaffrey running up the middle. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. McCaffrey, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Now again to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. McCaffrey. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A 3-yard loss, fourth down now.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Now Purdy. And it's caught. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. There he goes, left side. How about this? He's to the 10. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Goff looking to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Score, Niners 45, Lions 13.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
46-yard line.
And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Super Obama, what? 180.
Play action. It's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 49-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. This is caught by Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of
Just a few blocks down the street from the state capitol in Indiana, it's Lucas Oil Stadium, downtown Indianapolis, the home of the Colts. Welcome to the booth, everyone. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, all set for a good one here. Greg, this is one of those interesting things because you talk to both coaches. They've schemed, plotted all week, and the question becomes, who's got the plan that's going to fit against this other team?
Well, that's always the question, and I think if we really got honest responses from some of these play callers in pregame, I think they're not even quite sure. Everyone goes in feeling really good about the week work. They feel really good about where they are from a game plan perspective. But now, can you adjust? Can you find the elements of that game plan that are best suited for having success in this given game? That's the key.
They'll run. It's the man from Virginia Tech, Facial Tootin. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Pistol now for Prescott. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 10.
QB will survey the defense on 1st and 10.
First down.
They'll go with the option here to the short side. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? They bring Chase in motion. On 3rd down, Prescott. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
4th down.
Send a man in motion right. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. It's a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A nice run there on their first drive. Good for a quick first down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Nick Emmanwori is there to make the play. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. A dive and a catch. Incredible. They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21. Here's Gibbs. And he will score! Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown Colts. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Colts will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. On first and 10, Prescott. And that will wind up incomplete. Triple zeros on the clock. The first quarter has come to an end. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Colts out to the early lead. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter. They've got it with a second down and 10. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to third down.
It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
He'll get this into the hands of Ridley. Complete. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10.
First down, Seattle.
Shotgun snap for Prescott. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was trying to connect with his tight end, Dalton Schultz. And it'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's down. A quick slant taken by Chase. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. It's going to be third. They need 1. They bring Chase in motion. It's third and 1, and here's Prescott. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane, and it sets up fourth down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
And he's going to have a Seahawks first down. They get it easily. Fourth and 1, and they pick up 5. 2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. They bring Chase in motion. A first down throw for Prescott. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Receiver in motion, going right. On second down, it's Dak. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The 46-yard line.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. To the right side, and it's holding by Sadiq. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A big gainer for Indianapolis. 38 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's a run. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
He'll get this quickly to Sadiq on the RPO. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal. Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Some of these old school analysts and coaches, they might sit up here, Mike, and say quiet lining in the shotgun inside the 5, but depending on your system, when they want to spread you out on the goal line and make you defend every blade of grass, the ability to be in the gun really helps tie the run game and the pass game. This time they decide to keep it on the ground, but don't be surprised as this game goes on. If they're in this situation again, they've got a good complementary pass.
This will be returned from the 6. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Dak can throw it here on 1st down. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. They send Ridley in motion. 2nd down. Prescott. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. This one is caught downfield by Ridley.
Complete to Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Seattle.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Seahawks are on the board. It's now 14-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now an opening past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
They're on the 41-yard line.
On first and 10, here is Dart. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target, and that will lead to a second down. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A pickup there of 13. First down, Indianapolis.
This is a clear example of a running back who really trusts his speed. He understands if he just holds his line towards the sideline, he's going to outrun most of the defenders on the field. That's exactly what he does. Picks up the first down before being forced out of bounds.
On first down, Dart. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout. That's going to bring up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are under.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. That is caught out wide on the RPO, and he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be taken down as time runs out, and we've come to the end of the first half of play. Now, this is a surprise. Right out of the locker room, they'll try the onside kick. And we will not have a repeat of Super Bowl 44. Bold move, but it is recovered by the hands team. Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive.
Over. Second set.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. Here's Dart on first and 10. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receivers saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit.
Third and long. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it's going to lead to a fourth down. They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. Now he'll work his way out right. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark, but he is short. They've held him on fourth down. What a stand. Prescott on first down. This ball batted away. That's incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. Look wide. Get this one complete. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. The ball deflected at least a couple of times. And it will fall to the grass. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it's going to bring up fourth down. That's taken in. And he will have the Seahawks first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth down. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Now Prescott.
At the 47-yard line.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Calvin Ridley was the intended receiver. And third down coming up. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. Through the middle of the field.
Complete to Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Seattle.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Seahawks will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Oh, that one intercepted. That's the safety, Malik Hooker.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Run out of the gun, and it's two. And nothing doing here. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Second and 10.
At the Colts 30-yard line.
That is over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. He's inside the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Indianapolis. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Colts have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 10. Now a hit, and he lost the football. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
On second down, Dart. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Third down, and they need 7. Quick throw, and it's going to wind up incomplete. That is the run-pass option. Choose pass. Defender able to close it down and bring up fourth down. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. His kick is good. And the Colts going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14.
Yeah, it's just the third quarter. But anytime you can build a little cushion, I think you'll take it, especially in a spot like this, which makes it a 2-possession game.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level.
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of this third quarter. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Here's Dak to throw. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Prescott now. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
At the 18-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Dart. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Third and long, and Dart is going to throw. Flush to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll go, and here's Dart. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down. Schultz, the motion man. They'll drop to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It leads to second.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he'll be out of bounds, up at the 30-yard line.
A gain of 14.
14 on the pickup. It's good for a Seahawks first down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down. Jalen Walker gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up third down.
Third and 14.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Christian Gonzalez.
To throw is Dak. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
Play is a turnover on down.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
At the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Second down, they need 7. Once again, it's Gibbs. And nothing doing there. He's going to go down behind the line. Now Seattle's going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth. One final chance for this defense. And here's third down. Out of shotgun. It's done. He's hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. And the clock will stop with 45 seconds left in the game. To throw is Dart. A ball deep for the end zone. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the Hoosier State at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. With Greg Olson, Mike Tirico up here in the booth. So glad that you are along with us. Greg got a couple offenses here that love to take their shots down the field, so the defenses really have their task right in front of them if they want to win this game.
Yeah, no question. I think as many of the matchups that we've dove into this entire week, it really comes down to which defense puts a lid on the opposing passing game and prevents as many big plays as possible. We see it week in and week out. The correlation between generating big plays, especially through the air, directly leads to the ability to score points. So make teams go the long way. You know, the defensive old saying is make them snap it again.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll run, and this is Quinshon Judkins. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Christian Gonzalez comes in for the tackle. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. It's Stafford throwing from the pistol. That's called in on the left by Nacua. And we'll mark him down just shy of the 40. That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a 1st down as well.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming.
And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A big-time play for Vegas. 38 yards. They'll run it with Judkins. He's to the 10. And he's in. What a drop. Touchdown, Raiders. The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead.
Raiders 7, Colts 0. Michael Dixon set to
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He's going to let that to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. They bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. A nice run there on their first drive. Good for a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw. It's Dart. Open man, the tight end, Kenyon City. He's close to a 1st down. Gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
From the 46, here's 2nd and a yard. Dart. Open man. That's Dante Fortin. He'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
He'll get this quickly to Sadiq on the RPO. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 40 now.
40-yard line.
Here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing again, Dart. He'll look deep for Pittman. That is brought in. And he'll be taken down. A big gainer for Indianapolis. 39 yards.
First down and goal to go.
They'll run with Gibbs. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
So we'll get a 2nd and goal when we return. It's the Raiders with the early lead. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. The Colts with the football to start this 2nd quarter as they come up now 2nd and goal. Now this looks like a design run, and he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play, and now it is 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Here's a designed run. And he will do it himself. He's in. Simeon Sadiq. Touchdown, Indy.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession. And they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchdown. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And he'll get forward for a couple. That is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down. So, from 37, here's 2nd and 8.
37-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get that to Quinshon Judkins. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Third down and 3 coming up. The motion man is Nacua. And they will get another play off. We have reached the 2-minute warning. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. Third down and 3. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chain. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
At their own 16-yard line.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Go loose, go loose.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. They'll try it now with Gibbs. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
Judkins now on 1st and 10. Open space inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Now, Folk on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Raiders will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no return here. This is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. On the run to the right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Throwing. Dart. That's caught. Downfield by Harrison. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Pass caught right side by Thornton. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
2nd down and 3. To the air again goes Dart. Over the middle, that's Sadiq. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their 2nd as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Dart gonna throw it again. Moving outside the pocket. Got his man at the 6. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. To the air once more is Dart. That one batted away in the end zone. Incomplete. Good coverage where you need it most. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
To the air on 2nd down. Dart flush to his right. That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Darian Porter in on the stop.
At the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing is Dart. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Gain of 16 for the man who wears 16. And a first down.
Doesn't it seem like that every time we see a highlight reel catch, they love showing the wide receivers and the running backs, but let's give a little love to the big tight end. I mean, what an athletic play. Understanding that ball was down and away, you've got to lay out to secure it, and not only is he able to get his hands under it and catch it initially, but he's able to survive the ground, and that's a big-time play.
And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Pass looking for Michael Pittman. Doesn't find him. It'll be 2nd down.
Wiggins on the coverage.
Now Dart. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
Out of the gun, 3rd down. It's Dart exiting the pocket right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 35 yards.
To go.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line.
The 2-yard line. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
No gain on the play.
The thing that stands out to me about this defense, Mike, is they just make you earn everything. They don't concede any downs. You see it here on this last play. Great job here. No gain. Force 3rd down.
And he will take it in himself. Damian Sadiq. Touchdown, Indianapolis. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. McLaughlin, good on the is up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This fielded at about the 9. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. Dallas Turner on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup.
They face 2nd down, 8 yards to go.
24-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Well defended there. Quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide-angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Throw on 3rd down, Stafford. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
At their own 11-yard line.
They'll run the draw with Gibbs. And he finds his space tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
2nd down and 3 coming up. They'll run with Gibbs. He'll push ahead to the 21. Calais Campbell up there to make the stop.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and inches. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On to the 4th quarter, and it begins with a run by Gibbs. And he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
We spend so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Quick throw, and it's going to wind up incomplete. That is the run-pass option. Choose pass. Defender able to close it down and bring up 4th down.
So with these RPOs, Mike, it really just comes down to trusting your quarterback to make split-second decisions and make the right read. And if you don't, you kind of just waste the down, and that's what we saw here.
They'll go, and here's Dart. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
Oftentimes, these critical downs come down to who executes the best. And in this case, Mike, the defense executed when it mattered the most. Big 4th down stop, and now they're going to get the ball.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. They'll come up for 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Stafford. The pressure is too much, and he goes down. Dallas Turner, he gets in there to drop for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And it's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
Turnover on down.
Here's 1st down. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. Out to his right. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble.
I think of all the things he does so well, Mike, it's his ability to extend plays as a runner that probably isn't talked about enough. I mean, he is a sneaky athlete whenever he has to turn to his legs, and if you don't account for him, he's more than capable of making you pay.
A run with Gibbs. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Taken up at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
The throw is Dart. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
A big play in the game now. 3rd down and 1. Here's Gibbs. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
A loss of 2 yards.
Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth. Possibly the play of the game right here. It is fourth down. They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart escaping the pressure right. He'll try and get there on the ground. First down, Stafford. Loading up, launching downfield. That is brought in. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A big-time play for Vegas. It's a gain of 34. They'll run here. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost the yard there. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. And they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the fourth. Now on second and long. They'll stick to the ground. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. They'll keep it on the ground. And now we got a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go on the clock. So now the veteran, Nick Folk, with an important kick. This to win the game. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second. So now the veteran, Nick Folk, with an important kick. This one he's got to have. This one is hooking, and he missed it. No good. Wide to the left. And now the momentum swings to the other sideline here in overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
First and 10, Stafford. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from it.
To the right side, and it's hauled in by Sadiq. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given. But it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities at the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. Left side, that is caught by Sadiq. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Raiders.
Out of the gun, Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Judkins. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. business. First and goal coming up.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their...
And he will score again. Touchdown, Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Greg, exactly the way you want to handle it when you get the ball to start overtime.
Absolutely, Mike. You want to strike first. You understand the defense is wearing down. It's been a long game. Now you are one stop away from getting out of here with a huge win.
So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Gibbs. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On second down, Dart. A dive and a hit. Incredible. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Touchdown or bust at this point in OT. And that helps the cause. They get a first down. He'll get this quickly to Sadiq on the RPO. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Touchdown or bust at this point in OT. And that helps the cause. They get a first down. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He'll take a shot down the field. That's caught. And he's got another one. Sadiq, touchdown Colts.
Mike, what a game, but now what decision are they going to make? They find themselves down one. I think this is a no-brainer. Ball on the 2-yard line, dial up your best offensive play, and go win this game now.
The Colts will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Throwing again, Dart. Oh, it's incomplete. They went for the win, but the defense holds, and they celebrate this victory in overtime. So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. That'll do it for us. For my partner, Greg Olson, our entire team, Mike Tariq.
Throwing, Dart. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dante Thornton, 75 yards. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Bengals nothing.
One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a miss hit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Brought down back at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Johnson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
To throw, Dart. Downfield and caught by Thornton.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A gain of 32 that time.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job on the pick that is unfolded.
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
They'll try to throw for it with Dart.
Touchdown, Colts!
Dante Thornton
With his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Colts have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Looking to throw. Johnson. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It's now second down and 20.
They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now third down and very long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Wilson snap. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Touchdown! Dante Thornton on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he loses the football a second time. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy.
There he goes, right side. Now inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tank Bigsby, 74 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Bengals 7.
Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Strong running at the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. To throw now, Dart. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Here's Dart. That's complete. Into Fulton. And he takes this one in for the Colts touchdown. Dante Thornton on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Back to throw. Johnson. He finds his... Oh, he's hitting. Lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Colts pick it up.
It's not exactly round and round we go, but I'm looking at the poor defenses. Right? Back-to-back possessions. The ball's turned over.
Back-to-back plays.
I mean, just that quickly. And you think you're going to the bench to get a little break, and all of a sudden you're hearing sudden change. Get back out there, grabbing your helmets and running back out on the field. I don't think it's going to affect them much now, but if this keeps up, you're going to have two very angry defenses. You want the offense to take care of the ball.
Throwing from the gun here, Dart. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, you got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
2nd and 20. They'll go play action here with Dart.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 20. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
That's good for a Colts.
Dart going to look to throw here.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal.
From the gun, Dart.
Escaping the pressure right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He turned that into a nice...
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Dart.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown,
Marvin Harrison Jr.
as the first half is winding down.
And the Colts are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
So that drives 7 plays in length. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. On the ground, the drive starts with Wilson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Come on. Stick the eagle.
Looking to throw. Johnson. The Colts are going to get him. There he goes. Abdul Carter with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Dart. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It's now second down and 20.
To the air, Dart. And he fires one incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Colts! Dante Thornton, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Colts extend their lead yet again. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Bengals 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A little juke. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Back to throw. Johnson. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Looking to throw. Johnson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
It's third down.
Here we go. Check.
Operating from the gun. Johnson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Jahad Campbell drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be fourth and long. They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. To throw is Dart. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Get set. You good. Set.
Here's Dart. And give him another 6. It's clean for a touchdown. And the blowout continues. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. That's Dorian Williams who got there for the sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Operating from the gun, Johnson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete. Nick Emanwari on the coverage.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Josh Johnson.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
And it's fourth down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
When
Coaches come into a game preaching total team effort. CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Tackled at the 29-yard line. Brings up second down.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
And Bigsby once more. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. 2
yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout.
2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Indy set to go on offense once more. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. That is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Throwing right away is Dart. Flushed out right. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Gibbs straight ahead. They'll get this down to the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to find that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and 6 now. Another run for Gibbs here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing his Dart. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Throwing his Dart. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we see him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Dart. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
3rd down and 6. McKee. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
My dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. Going quickly out to the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dante Thornton from 17 yards out. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to 27.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
To throw, Dart. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver route to him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Looking to throw, Dart. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he's taken down inside the 30. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
That's good for the Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 28.
Throwing again is Dart. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
2nd and 10. Here's Dart. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man, it's Thornton. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Gibbs will try and pick it up. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. As they've got it with 4th down and 1. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down. Positive. Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
20-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Brandon, we we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. On 1st down, here's Love. Down the numbers, there he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 47 yards. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay
They got his man, complete. Down the left sideline. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marvin Harrison Jr. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's Love again. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dante Thornton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for two successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing, Dart. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
That's another first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Dart. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. To throw now, Dart. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down. They'll try to throw for it with Dart. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive. But get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. Dart.
Pass right side, caught by Thornton.
And in the out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Colts. First down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 50-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Dart going to look to throw here. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
They'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Harold Landry, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Throwing from the gun here, Dart.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Dante Thornton, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure,
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way down to the 37. And even 150 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll run again with Love on 1st down.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Staying on the ground, it's Love. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll try the left side here with Love. He's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
And an Eagle 1st down.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw his dart.
And that is incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Working out of the gun is Dart. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To the air, Dart. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing his Dart.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Dart.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Dart.
This is caught. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one.
you.